tallest one. We're gonna work our way in with some light blue. So I'm putting out the line so you guys see where. Right on the almost on the tallest pantry here. The one on my left. Put an actual line. Yeah, you can put an actual line so you know where to stop. And when you're going over the tree area, you guys can press gentle so you can still see possibly a glimmer of the coconut tree underneath. Coconut trees are warm in advance. They're not the fun, the most favorite thing to add back when we're painting. Some of us will turn out like, hurricane just passed. I mean, some persons will come out very lush. Others is as if it's a desert. But the good thing is that you have to be content, right? With however it turns out. So if you pass your brush strokes over it gently, chances are you'll still be able to see a little bit of the sketch underneath. But we want to have blue, light blue going all the way across. If you look at your image, the image is mostly watercolor based, but we are painting with acrylics. So our colors are going to come out a lot more vibrant than what you see on the image. You see on the image it's lighter, less pigment. That's the effect you get with watercolor. But we're painting with acrylics, so it's going to be a lot more vibrant. Your colors are going to be a little bit more deep. It's going to be deeper. So we're painting over our trees. And some of you, as I said, if you want to, you can try to go in between the branches. But when I get to my branch area, I'm just going to press gently. So that way I can still see a little bit of the line work underneath. All we're doing for now is light blue up at the top. There we go. All right, we'll add it back after, somewhat. Oh, sometimes you just fall in love with your sunset and ocean that you decide, hey, I don't need a palm tree in this. Oh, yeah, you just put some grass down below and you're like, we're good. Two birds in the sky. Deal, we got to add those birds, right? All designs got to have some bird in it. So you're going with light blue, and when you're done, don't wash out your paintbrush. We're going to be blending in some white with it after. Right, there we go. So you don't have to wash out your brush after. You're flowing with white afterwards. So don't wash out the paintbrushes. All right, let me see what some of the folks online are saying and who is on with us. Say good night. Let's see. Good night to all of you guys. Yes, we have started painting. We have only just done our light blue. And if you're painting online with us, you would have gotten a color guide. So for the light blue, you just take any blue that you have, add some white to it, and it's going to create a lighter version of it. Welcome to all of you who are online with us. Let's see your comments. It's taking a while to load on my end. So we are on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you're tuning in from one of those areas, feel free to pop in on the other platform in the event one isn't working that well. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Hi, good night. Welcome. So once you guys have done your light blue, let's take a look at how you guys are doing with your light blue. Once you've done the light blue, while you still have blue on your brush, we're going to blend in some white. So we're coming down to underneath the second, not too far down. We're coming down with a little bit of white. So you're mixing some white and blue now. White and blue. So you're coming down with the white. Just on the tallest coconut tree, you're going in with that white. Just under that tall coconut tree. So you want to blend the white and the light blue together. White and light blue. So online family, I hope you guys are getting through. What we've done so far is so we have blended in some light blue up at the top, and now we are adding in some white down at the bottom of it before we go in with our other color, which is yellow. So we should have blue followed by white and then yellow. Once you're done with the white under the blue, wash with your paintbrushes as we prepare for the yellow. If the yellow and the blue connects, it's going to create green. So we want to make sure our brushes are clean for that step. Next step is with the yellow. That's what we always try to save the trees, huh? Those trees are going to come back in all their beauty afterwards. We ain't started trees yet, but Beryl and Ivan already passed through. Let's see. So make sure your brushes are clean. You don't have any blue on it. Wipe it on your tissue as we get ready to move in with the yellow. So once you're done with that, tap your brushes into yellow. And we're going with the yellow all the way down to just above the sun. Just above the sun with the yellow. Across the trees and just above the sun. So for the yellow, you should still be able to see the trees underneath. Going across the trees. That's right. So we're blending with yellow. So we had some blue, we added some white, and now we're moving in with some yellow. And then we're going to do some pink afterward. And see if everybody have some pink. Right. So yours should be looking similar to mine. Close enough to mine. At least your colors should be in the right place. Blue, then white, then yellow. Blue, then white, then yellow. Hey, good night. Blue to white, and then to yellow. And once you've done the yellow, you can feel free to add in a little hint of white again before you move to some of the, well, pink. And I notice you don't have pink in your palette, so what you can do is add in the white and just go over it with some red, so it's going to blend together on the sheet itself. So I'm still going on with my yellow right above my sun, because it has to go right above the sun area. And then I'm going to tap into some white and add some white underneath it before I move in with my pink. So remember, once you're done with the yellow, wash out your brush as well, because we don't want the yellow and the red connecting and making orange instead of pink. So once you're done with the yellow, after the yellow and the white, please wash out your paintbrushes. Yeah, Laura will add it back.
Francis, did you put the white on the yellow?
Yes, I did. All right. So once you've added in the white underneath the yellow, make sure your brushes are clean and then go in with some red and white down at the bottom for the pink. If you do wish to have, let me see if we have regular pink. Red and white underneath will give us the pink that we're going for. Red and white. Let me see. I have a little bit of a pink here.
As you see, I'm royally like I'm messing it up. Where's my pink going?
Pink is going right above the horizon line. So horizon line and upward. Oh, you got pink here already? Yeah. So a little hint of that one. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. You got some already? Okay. You mixed some already? Let me pop some for you.
I feel like that shit has zero.
Oh, you get? I don't know if you got. You want some? Just some, so you don't have to mix up. Yeah. Want some? Here. Sit down. All right. So you're doing pink down at the bottom, pink down at the bottom before we get ready to do our water. So blend out your colors, make sure they're looking good as we get ready for our next step, which is the ocean. There we go. So you're painting in the pink, trying to blend it with the white that you added above between the yellow. And blend that in. There we go. And it's okay if I get a little bit of pink in my sun area. When we add in our yellow and white, it should cover that up. Going. So once you've added in your pink, blend it with some white. Welcome. And then just paint your sun in white. So it's going to be like a prime of white before we add in our yellow. So you're going to paint your sun in white. Just a little bit of white we need for the sun. Because this is just to cover up any spillover of the pink that we might have had. And we have to leave that to dry while we do our water. Wash out your paintbrush, make sure it's clean. And then you can use your medium-sized one to fill in your sun or even your small brush. So this white is going to act as a prime to cover up our spillover from the pink, if there are any. So once you've done that, dry your brushes, wash them, dry them as we get ready for the water. Okay. All right, so online family, what we have done already, we started off with light blue by mixing some white with whatever shade of blue we had, and then we moved in with a little bit of white underneath it. Then we blended that white in with yellow. Then we added in some more white underneath the yellow, after which we blended in some pink, painted our sun in a prime of white, and we're going to get started with the ocean, the water area. I have a lot of spills of paint. That's okay. So for our water, you have two shades of blue. For the water, you have two shades of blue. So we're going to start off with the darkest shade of blue. If you look at the image, you'll see it's like a dark blue. So you guys have that blue. It's called a midnight blue. So we're going to take that midnight blue and we're going to start off at the top by our horizon line. Our horizon is where the land meets the water. So the midnight blue is going to go up there. So try to do that line as sharp and neat as possible. So you can use your large brush for this step as well. But when you're doing a line for the horizon, you can use your small paintbrush so you can get the line done. All right. So we have our midnight blue as we do our horizon area. The blue, the darkest blue you have. Yes, it's a very, very dark shade of blue. So you're gonna add that in first. Not too much. And once you've done that, you're going to flow downwards using the lighter blue afterwards. So you start off with the midnight blue and then you flow downwards with the lighter blue. You don't even have to wash out your paintbrush from the midnight blue. You just tap it into some water and then into your light blue and you flow with it again. So midnight blue up at the top horizon line area. If you're not there yet, that's fine. Take your time. And we all could handle. Yeah. So you do your midnight blue. So let's come down with our midnight blue just a little bit. So don't stay too far away. So you could come down about half of an inch. Midnight blue. And then from there, you're flowing with your light blue. So you're blending in your light blue with that midnight blue by working with the two colors together. So you're going with light blue and dark blue, light blue and dark blue. Someone stressing. So you have light, dark blue and light blue. So you want some of the dark blue to kind of intertwine with the light blue as you move downward. You don't want to see a sharper stop between the two shades of blue. And again, you can try to avoid your your grass area, or you can become a landscaper and take it out. Yes, so we're landscapers tonight.
Then light blue and white.
Light blue for now, so we did dark blue and light blue. The expert in you is coming out, Katia. Yes, we didn't reach all day yet, you know. So I can't even see. I can see a little bit of branch from my coconut tree. So there's hope of adding it back. Let's go. Hmm. So yes, I covered my grass in case you're wondering where it went. Mhm. I went all the way down. So the line or the bank where the grass is on, it's sort of ends short in the sketch on your end. So you can come down with the blue and create your ending for the bank. Okay. So you basically create your ending. Yes, all down to the bottom there. And it will start to look similar to this. Oh, this one right here. It's a very dark one. This is black. Hmm. Yeah. They're looking similar in it, yeah. The midnight. Hmm. You start to look similar to that. Yeah. You see a boat? Well, you know, I'm all in for the boat as long as you do the birds. As long as you do the birds, we'll do the boat. Anybody seen anything else? A hot air balloon in the sky? A jetty? Anybody seen a jetty? Or we could, you know what I even thought about having two hammocks between the two coconut trees. Yeah. True. You know, that's gonna be scary because for mine there's water in between. So this hammock is in the sky. Or maybe a guy up there picking some coconuts. Listen, y'all know once the wine kick in a little bit after 9 for some of you, and you start seeing all kind of thing on your painting. Yeah, you have to draw over the tree. But it looks really nice. Hmm. Hmm. It's how easily you forget about a tree. It's like if you don't look up or glance up at the sky and see that little hint of a branch hanging around there, like, oh, what tree? All right, so you have no banks, you have no grass. This is your life right now. I get it. I feel you. Wash out your brushes once you're done with the light blue. So you have to come all the way down, right? So make sure you have good coverage. You're not seeing too much white spaces, especially between your branch, your grass. Because when you start to do the grass and you start to see all the white spaces in between them because you didn't do your blue, then it'll be too late to add it back. So you want to go in the grass. I mean, you can cover the grass. We'll add it back after. It won't look exactly like that. I will give you the heads up. Let me see yours. Or you can let's see, just come in a little bit more. Just go over it gently. Just so we have some in the background, you know, some water in the background. Gently. All down here. So yeah, let's finish it off.
Okay, I put the blue down.
So it's almost as if we're doing this from scratch, right? Because wow, Katyan, I'm not seeing. Oh, this is beautiful. No trees, no grass. That's the life. Open season. We don't know what could pop up, right? Once you're done, wash out your paintbrushes as we prepare for some yellow highlights. And while we're in the yellow, we're also going to paint our sun. You can start off with the sun first. Once you've added your white, you wash out your paintbrush and you can paint your sun in yellow first before we do the highlights because we don't want our brush to get dirty and our yellow to get dirty before we do our sun. So you get your sun done. Once you have added in your white, you go ahead and do your sun. You know how I left all the white up on top because of the coconut tree? It looked like the clouds, you know. Yeah, pity it has to go soon. Wow, did you manage to fit the blue between the branches? I don't think nobody else was able to do it like as detailed. Wow. Preschool paid off, motor skills. Once you're done with the white, go ahead and fill in your sun in yellow. Fill in your sun in yellow. Yellow in your sun. And some yellow highlights in the water. So right underneath your sun, you can add in some short lines and some long ones coming down as the sunlight hits the water as the sun is going down. We can mix that with some white as well as we blend the two to create our highlights. Mhm.
And she says no judgment.
Mhm.
Judgment.
So you add in some highlights on the water. I am using my big brush because I have a large space to go through, but you guys can use a small one. So you're doing some highlights on the bottom area. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's your painting. It's going to be unique, especially if it's your first time. Don't hold yourself. No judgment, according to my friend, right? Judgment free zone, except for Katian. So let's get your highlights in, whatever they may look like. Woo! I see swirls. Oh, you papa. What? You know what? I'm not saying anything. No judgment zone. So try not to curve at the end,
Okay,
right?
all right.
Just keep it straight.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And your sun is not just yellow. There are some hints of red down at the bottom if you look at your image. So you can always tap some red onto your brush with the yellow and just tap it onto the edge of your sun, sort of to blend it in. You want to have a hint of red on our sun as well. Not a lot, so you just tap on a hint of red. Red. Mm-hmm. Just a hint.
You put a red first and then you put the yellow.
No, I painted the sun in yellow and then I added a tap of red to it. Mm-hmm.
Now, it goes down to the bottom.
The red at the sun, yes. Just dip your small brush in some red and tap. Tap it onto your sun so it's going to sort of blend in with the yellow. And if your yellow already dried, you can always add some more yellow onto your brush and tap, tap, tap as you're adding it around the edge of your sun. It's in the yellow. In the
Like
yellow.
down.
But you could add some yellow on your brush because this yellow is dry. You can scoop it generously because the red is very strong. And then tap along the edge.
Along the edge around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let me just show you. So I have a little bit of water. And then you see how much red is coming out, so you just want yellow. So we can just continue going with the yellow alone now because the red is very strong. Just to blend out the rest. So let's get our sun. As soon as you've added the red, go in with a lot of yellow. You have yellow? Yes. So tap your brush into yellow, a lot of yellow. Blend that out. We don't want the seed so much. Swing your slide your brush sideways so it doesn't. Yes, so it doesn't go into your ocean too much. More yellow.
See that?
You can add more yellow again. Yeah, because the red is going to dry and it would stay dark red. So you want to blend it early. Yeah. So what we've done so far, we've done our sky with light blue, then white, yellow, then white, then pink. And then we've done our ocean with a midnight blue, which is our darkest shade of blue. And then we added some light blue. We did some white highlights and some yellow highlights under our sun. Our sun, which we just finished, it was yellow with hints of red. So let's wash out our paint brushes. And the next step is to paint the banks by the water for our grass as we get ready to attempt our coconut trees. So you cannot really see it in your image, the banks for the grass. So you have to try and envision it with me, right? So we're going to use brown. And we're also going to add in some black to it as we prepare the bank area for the tree. So let's go in with some brown as we add back in our bank by the water. Brown and black. That's the first step. Is painting those two little slopes in brown and black. There's two little slopes we have, brown and black. Two slopes using black and brown. And it looks similar to this, black and brown. So you want to slope with it. Make sure you go down. So fill in there, and let me give you a hand for the other one. Just fill in there. Whoa, well, well, that's no longer a bank, you know. This is a whole island that grew up on this. Oh Lord, I should have probably said how long, how big to go. Oh no, one moment. I probably should have said how big to go. We don't want a big bank. So just a little. Well, this is no longer a coconut tree. You're gonna have a mango tree there. It's gonna be interesting. Definitely interesting. So you're doing your little bank down at the bottom with some brown and a little bit of black as well. We're gonna do our grass last. So get your small brush ready as we begin our first attempt for the coconut tree. Yes, the first one. The first one is the tallest, the one on the left. There's a little curve with it, but I want you guys to watch first and then attempt after, right? So we're going to start off with the brown. So I'm going to assume, I think it's sort of off the edge, it's in the middle there. So it's about here, and you're going to go up. Now, if you cannot see your tree at all, just remember this rule. The top has to be slimmer than the bottom. So at no point should you see this thick thing up here and this thin thing down here. All right, so it should be slimmer than the bottom. So let's just add our line up, and then you can always go over and thicken the line a bit, but ensuring that the bottom part is thicker than the top portion. All right, so let's add in our first coconut tree trunk. Using brown, right? Can use your small brush. Yes, you can use a small one. So let's get coconut tree number one done. That looks good. Yeah, so you just have to fill in from there. And once you're confident that that tree trunk is legit, then you add in a little bit of black to it. All right. Don't wash out your brush. Just have the black and the brown blend together as you add it in on your coconut tree. That's some highlights. All right, so you do it in brown, and then you add in some black once you are confident that this is a good looking trunk. Give it a go. Try it out. You might surprise yourself. Oh my God. And once you've done that, before we add any details or branches, I want you guys to try the second coconut tree. The shorter one to the right. The shorter one to the right, you add it in with brown, and the same thing. Once you're good with how that trunk is looking, you just add in a little hint of black while the brown is still wet. And then tree number two. So if you'll notice down at the bottom of the tree trunk, I've also taken the liberty to add in some more brown. So right down at the bottom here, once I've done my tree trunk and I've come down, I just take some brown and I pass it over my stump again, just to ensure that the tree looks like it is behind it or a part of it. All right, so you can just add some more brown once you've done your tree trunk on that stump there, to sort of cover up the base of your tree trunk. So far, so good. Get until we get to the branches. You know, after hurricane, the oh gosh, the trunk does definitely stay up strong, but it's the branches we have to look out for. Now, this tip here that I'm about to show you is for those of you who cannot see your branches. If you can see your branches, do not bother with what I'm showing you. If you cannot see your branches and you have to recreate it from scratch, Katia, and you have to do it from scratch, then the next step is you take some black and you just add some taps, almost like little dabs of black on top of the peak of the trunk. So you just tap, 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 top the peak of the trunk. Not doing any detailing, you're just adding some taps. This is going to be the base for your branches. So if you cannot see it, no resemblance of it is, can be seen, just tap in some black, a bunch of black dabs right there. And we're going to be pulling from this to create our branches. You can use your large brush to do the dabs. You can use your medium-sized brush. The small one might be too small, yeah? So tap, tap, tap as we get ready for the next step. Tap, tap, tap. Just a reminder also to add back in that little brown on the stump that we created below to sort of hide the trunk and make it look like it's part of the ground or at least behind it. So don't forget to add that in. And then you do your taps up at the top. For those of you who can see yours, then you can start adding in some of your coconut tree lines. So it's like little U's coming down your coconut tree. If you look at it, it's like a mixture of black and brown with your small brush, some black and some brown. And you're just swooping from one side of your tree. Just swooping from one side of your tree and creating these little U-like shapes. Little U-like shapes. Yes, so you're pulling from one side of the tree to the next. A mixture of black and brown. So we shouldn't just see some big black shapes coming across. It should be a combination. So you're adding in that on both sides. Four coconut trees with your. You could barely see it, but all I did is just take some black and brown and just add little U shapes on my tree trunk. Yes, letter U. All right. And now the time we've all been waiting for, our branches. Mm-hmm. That's the song of excitement. I love it. So for those of you who cannot see it, you are going to take some green. You don't have to wash off the brown from your brush because we really would love to see some of that coming through. We take some green and you're doing some lines. So remember, from that bulk of black that we added in, you're going to pull with your small brush some lines from it. So we have one. I didn't wash with my brush. We have two. And they're swooping down in a particular direction. So those on this side will swoop in that direction. So we're creating a few strange lines being pulled out of it. Yeah. And it looks strange now. It's like, what is that? But if you can see us, don't mind us, If you can see us, go ahead and fill it in with your green and a little bit of black as well, right? So you could go ahead and fill yours in if you can see us. If you can't see us, follow these steps. So once you can see us, just go ahead and fill it in. Don't mind us. As we attempt our recreation. So this is what my two coconut trees are now looking like. Spiders. That's what they're looking like to begin with. So I see most persons are recreating this. While you do that, let me show you what the next step is. So in case you decide to move on, then you know exactly what you're doing. So from the lines that you created, you're pulling out with green, you're pulling out some short strokes from it. So you're dipping into your green and you're starting from the line and you're coming out. Just some short strokes coming out like that from the initial line that you added. So you take your brush, dip it into the green, and you're pulling out from it to create your branches. Yes, so you're pulling out from the main branch that you added, and you're creating other smaller branches coming out from it. This does take a lot of, brushwork. The small one, the very small one. So you're pulling from the main branch and you're just curving with it. You're curving with it and creating some smaller branches falling from it. I guess that's a grafted coconut tree. Let me see. Still not bad though. Definitely not bad. But a tip though is the part on top. So look at this. So the ones in the bottom, I'm coming out long, 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 long. I'm coming out longer. And you see right above the line though, I'm not going to do the same length. I'm going to do some short little ones just coming out on top there. But down below is going to be longer. But if you do all of them together the same length, then it can come across as there not being an end to it. So you can make those up on top a little bit shorter. So our coconut trees are definitely going to be unique. Everybody's one is going to look different. Some people are following the sketch, others are just doing their own do, and it's beautiful, wonderful. Just take your time and flow with green. Add in some black. Green and black is what you're working with as we complete our coconut tree branches. Like I said, this part does take a lot of work because you have to twist and turn your arm. When you're on this side, your brush stroke is supposed to be coming to the left. When you are on the right, you're supposed to twist your arm again and get those on the right. So enjoy the process. Enjoy it. So when people, you bring persons and you show them your artwork and they say, well, what is this? You have to tell them, listen, you don't know how hard, how much, yes, that went into that. So they better appreciate it. Pat. Alright. So we are doing our coconut tree. Usually takes a long time, so working with it. Let's take a look as we give the arm a rest. Yes. Remember not to go too thick from the bottom. Alright, okay. One more to go. You're better than us. Look, I'm still on the first one. Oh, okay. Well, you can always. Oh, you're going to do it now with the blue? Oh. You can. Yes, Doreen. I know. I like the brush you're using too. The fan brush. Iguana, all kind of stuff, you know. What animals usually live in the coconut trees? What animals usually live in the coconut tree? All right. It does take a little bit of work, but try and add as much as you can before we get to the grass down at the bottom. Who's she work? Donna, who's she working with there? Cathy? Commission tight for them too. Hey. Yeah, I put black for them. It's a representation. You can barely see it from where it is, so you just have a little representation of that.
So I don't talk to you. Just exactly.
Ooh. What's going on here? Coconut fall out, and it just burst in the air or something. It fell and just disintegrated into the air. Ooh, this coconut tree really giving you an armor workout, you know. Not only have it good because y'all on flat or at least to your eye level, I have to raise up my hand and do all this little brush strokes. All right, let's go at it again. It's a good thing. It's a good armor isn't it? Or else. Oh gosh, let's go. Coconut tree for your money. Alright, so we're doing a combination of all right, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, child. Couple more to do. Coconut trees. I wonder if I want to do branches for this next coconut tree. Oh, we're adding in some. Oh. Working with the coconut trees, working with it. Let's see. Oh, but it's so cute though. Do you really want to do other stuff to it? It don't have to come out like mines, you know. I mean, I know you can only see maybe from here, but if you take a look around the room, you realize that not everybody's trying to go for that. But yours is perfectly fine. Yep. I'm sure to ask you to see yours and know where it is.
Try it straight.
Where it is? Oh, okay. That's true. Oh, we just have them stacked. So we have all of them stacked in Grenville. We have the space where we could exhibit all of them. So we put it up onto the wall itself. For here, we have not yet decided what we're going to do, but they're all stacked and packed neatly away. One idea we had was, like in the admin, we have a book with different paintings that we've done. So to make this life-size book where somebody could like flip through the big thing. But we have not yet pursued the option, but it's safely secured for now. We have plans to, we'll see how things work out. Here you go.
Oh, you got this. I need one too. Thank you.
Okay.
This is for me.
Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead. Go ahead with the question. But you must have remembered one from before, so so go ahead with it. No questions. Questions. I didn't even get time for questions. But I can give you you see, when you're among the children, there was a little joke one of the children gave today. So Alvin, I'll ask you, right? Alvin, if would you remember me if 6 minutes have passed? Would you remember me after 6 minutes?
Yes.
Would you remember me after 6 hours?
Yeah.
Would you remember me after 6 months?
Possibly. Yes.
Yeah, maybe around that. All right, knock knock.
Who's there?
You don't remember me? I know, right? Yes, she got me with that one too. I was like, where is she going with it? And she got me with it. So I think that's the only one I could remember from them. All right. And a little girl, and she got me with it so well. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So Patricia says she remembers a question. Is it a question or are you giving a riddle? Oh, a question from the past? What's the question you remember?
If you go on a date and your date falls out.
Oh, yes! Why that's the one you remember? Hold on, And I think you see there's an important part in it, If you're on a date, right? I remember it. And your date, hold on, let me make sure, right? So you're on a date and your date dentures fall out. The interesting part is while kissing. Mid-kiss. What are you going to do?
And then the next part of it, what if it falls in the plate?
No, man. Like,
Let somebody answer that.
okay, all right. So who wants to give it a go? What would you do if you are mid-kiss and your dentures fall out?
Yeah. He was singing happy birthday.
If I knew he had dentures and the dentures fell out while we were kissing, honestly, I would throw up a little bit in my mouth, because how did it get dislodged? I feel like there's mechanisms in place. There's something to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have questions about the acidity level in your mouth. Or like, why were you rushing to get ready? Was there a step miss? Like, I would have those kinds of questions, but it would be after I threw up a little bit in my mouth, if I knew and it happened. Yes, because I feel like God intended for teeth to be in your mouth, not, I don't care what happened, what your situation is, God placed it inside there, and now it is outside here. If I didn't know, was kissing you and your teeth dislodged and touched me, I would throw up on you. I would not be able to get that sensation off of whatever part of my body.
There's no going back.
I couldn't. The date would be over because I would throw up. I'm very sorry, but teeth belong in. If you were eating and your tooth broke, I'd be like, oh my God, so sorry. Hope someone calls the ambulance. I have to go because I can't help. But for dentures to just dislodge surprisingly and falls in the plate, I would say I would cover it. And
The waiter is standing right there.
well, the waiter has to be professional because they need the tip. But I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I would cover it. If it fell on the plate, I would cover it, hand it to you, and as you stepped away to go cover it, I would leave. I would leave some money, but I would leave. Not without the teeth.
Not without the teeth.
The teeth
Not
makes a
without-
difference. The teeth makes a difference. No, we get that, but she doesn't want it out of the mouth. She gets it. She's okay with it. That's why she has questions.
Gum, everything just you know, I would cry and be like, man, they are continent.
She can't deal with that. She just can't deal with that. She just can't deal with it. She just cannot deal with that, okay? Alvin, which one do you remember? What question do you remember that we have done before that I may not recall at this time? Here. Think about it. You remember one?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Now I would not kiss you.
good. Ask your question.
Okay, so my question is,
Okay, so Alvin remembers one. Come on, Angel.
right, your date invites you, you're on a date and he invites you home for dinner,
Oh,
for first dinner, romantic dinner. In getting there, his mom is serving you, or is there serving the food? What do you do?
nothing wrong with that.
A lot is wrong with that.
Well, depends on how you look at it, right? There's a lot going on in that scenario. You're coming to her house.
No, hello, cook the food and leave. I don't want to have a date with her.
Now making sure everything goes according to plan, like, and nothing goes out of bounds. Here, Elizabeth. Here's Elizabeth. Elizabeth has another question she remembers.
One of the questions was, If you had to be an animal, which one would you choose to be? Yeah. And why?
Yes.
Oh, mine was cat.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
remember. Sassy cat.
Yeah.
Which one would you be? What about you, Rita? Which one would you be? If you were an animal, which one would you choose and why?
Well, I have two choices. The first one would probably to be a dolphin because they're fun. But the second one is probably a little bit weirder. I would be like a fly so I can hear people's conversations. The tea is important. The tea is important. Sometimes I'm bored and I want to get some gossip. Tea is important. Yeah.
I understand. Sometimes she just wants to get into small places and spy a little bit. That's the first time I've heard a fly in all the time this question has come up. In the Caribbean, girl. I don't know how long your little spree would last, here in the Caribbean. You will be bopped, you will be zapped. We have everything you can think about for flies in the Caribbean. Bop, bacon, zap. Listen, and a good old rag does the trick. Or any cloth we could find. Listen, don't let me see a fly now. Any little cloth we could find, that fly gone. The fly out of the house. Oh yeah? Life of a fly. I wonder what's the lifespan of a fly? How long can they survive? Let's see how our coconut trees looking. I think I might just leave it as is. I won't do anything too much to it again. I'm gonna move on to my grass.
It's a song you need to turn around and
Oh yeah.
sing your one like
I think that's what you look at like. They don't have to eat.
To harass you?
The dark one is the like white one.
Yes, that is the bad one. Yes, the black and white.
So before I get into my grass, I've added in two little birds in the sky. So using your small paintbrush, you can put your backing down flat with some green, and you're just doing some spikes coming up from the ground. And similar to what we did with the coconut tree, once we've done the what do you call it again? The trunk of the coconut tree, then we added in a little bit more brown. When we've done the grass, we're going to do something similar like that. So you're adding the grass by creating some spikes in different directions. So you're going left, you're going right, left, right. The very small brush, left and right. Yeah, the sign is AF. Yes. All the help, AF. AF. All right, it's going up. Could add in some brown to it too, just so it blends in well with the rest of it. You can add as much leaf or grass as you like. Well, if you can't see the finished product when we add the finishing line, I don't know what we're gonna do again. What are we gonna do again?
I know you know that.
You could use this one instead to do the the grass.
Same one?
No, this is thicker than this one.
I don't want the dash. Sorry, that makes no sense.
So as you come up to the top, the wine gets a little bit slimmer. Okay, no problem. Add some water. All right, so we're doing our grass, and then you guys were awesome tonight. Little to no help. Half of you having little to no experience, and you nailed it. You did wonderful. Couldn't have asked for a better bunch. A lot, yes, and they did wonderful actually. But don't forget your bird in the sky. It's just a stretched out letter V. So the letter V, but just stretch the ends out. You don't need it at all, you know. It's never a need with me. It's just a want, for sure. The bird is a want. Yeah. It's just a want.
I understand.
And then down at the bottom, I'm going to add back my little brown for the land area. A little bit of brown down there. All right, so all you're doing is adding in your grass, and if you feel it necessary to add in your bird, you can definitely do so as well. So I'm coming around to see how everybody has done. So you add in yours, oh la la, and you added in your birds. So tell us, how has the session been?
Wonderful.
Did you have to add back your trees from scratch?
No, I was able to see the branches still.
So what made it so wonderful?
Well, I used to do a little painting before, so painting relaxes me. So that's what I like about painting.
Well, that's good. Well, I have a friend in the back here, right there, and she used to paint before as well. And when she started back painting with us, it became, it really reignited the spark. And today she came with her little fan brush, the whole works, a brush set. So I wonder if you will be the next her.
Well, I'll definitely be back next week.
Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Well, that's fantastic to hear. Love to hear that. And my lovely friend here, how has it been for you?
It's been good. I was very reluctant to get started, especially with these palm trees, but they didn't turn out too bad, especially as I had no coconuts.
You have no coconuts, that's what you said?
No, the coconuts fell.
I see. I
They're in the
understood.
ocean somewhere.
And how does it feel to celebrate your birthday with us?
It's not my birthday.
Your birthday with us.
It feels wonderful. Thank you very much.
Guys, let's sing a happy birthday for her on the count of 3, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. You're welcome. And given that it was your first time in the month of July, I know we're coming down to the end of July and you're almost a professional. How does it feel for you?
It feels wonderful. It's quite relaxing. It's a really good way to tap into skills, following instructions, kind of not thinking too hard. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
I'm glad you did. I'm really glad you did. What about you, Pat? It's your 83rd session with us, so that means you're no stranger at all to the party. Yeah. Oh boy, don't start with thing. But yes, so like, how has the journey been over the last 83 sessions?
Wonderful.
When do you remember what year you started?
Last year?
I think it was last year. You know, was it last year when we started at the Radisson, right?
Yeah. No, 23. Or from the Radisson, it was from the 23. Yes, it's wonderful. I mean, this is my weekly social now.
Yes.
I really enjoy it. I meet a lot of new people. It's very exciting, and we meet people from all over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just an enjoyable event with you, Princess, as well. You know, you have a very lovely personality.
That's all of that.
And your staff, they're very nice. I appreciate that.
Oh, we
Yes.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We appreciate it greatly. Doreen, how has it been for you? Well, just let me just see a painting for a little bit. There's something on the side I wanted to see. Just pass it for me. Let
She
me
don't
just
stop
see.
painting. No, she paints at home and all now.
Yeah, Doreen, tell us, how has the experience been for you?
Thank you. Yes.
Well, as she says, lovely, thank you. I want to see the lovely thank you. But she's like, Lord have mercy. Are you going to show this out? Doreen, are you ready? No, she isn't ready. Nah, I'm not going to show it. But guys, it's beautiful. It's very much similar to the image that we have. And I'll leave it for her to show in her own timing. Pat, are you ready to show off yours? Because you know yours always has some texture to it.
I'm
And
not finished, but
so this one is Patricia's own. Oh wait, I didn't even know. I didn't even notice the trees doubled up on us. You know what? While others trying to dodge doing trees. Because when I saw she did the two, I said no. When she did the two lines, I said no, it cannot be that thick. Because I thought this was going to be a one trunk. But as I look at it now, I see. Oh, all right.
you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm still working on it.
So it needs the birds for sure. Small in the distance, something. Always coming in. Donna, did you add the boat in? Can I see yours, Donna? I'm seeing some pops of red. It's almost like flowers or something. Let's see what's going on. Hey, look at this one. Donna added some flowers. Yes. Donna, what flowers are those? That's a D flower? That's a Donna flower? Flowers by the river. The river's edge? Yes. Here you go. You guys can be adventurous and add in your own flair. And online family, you guys, you know, send us photos. Christine, it was so lovely to see the design that you painted the last time. They always turn out so wonderful. It's amazing. And all from the online guidance. We appreciate it. Send us the photos. And to anybody else who would have painted online, and if you didn't get to make it to the session, remember you can always purchase your very own sheet and you can paint it in your spare time. So if Hermione, you're listening on and it's after the night session and you are now getting the chance to sit down and paint it, have a good run at it. I hope you had a good run at it, and I look forward to seeing your photos after. To all of you who tapped in on the live with us, we say thank you. And at this time, everybody's going to raise up their painting on the count of 3 and they're going to wave goodbye to you. That was me preparing them for that, okay? So before they do that, let me add in my initial at the bottom of our painting. Initials down at the bottom in here. The 24th of the 7th month, 2025. All right, and now on the count of 3, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's say goodbye. Bye. See you guys next time. Oh, look at those beautiful sunsets. Wonderful. Yes, Alvin. Better late than never.